Welcome to episode 16 of Virtually AWA. We are back once again for another episode of our TV show, British Wrestling Weekly. It is their 15th episode, and we're taping 2 weeks in advance of the broadcast tonight. So let's get into the show. We kick it off with a match between Killer Kelly and one of the former AWA Women Champion, Peggy Lee. In a bout that had decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Killer Kelly defeats Peggy Lee in 7 minutes and 6 seconds by pinfall with a super kick. Killer Kelly got a rating of 15, and Peggy Lee got a rating of 20 for this one. Gets the overall rating of 18 to kick off the show. The crowd are hotter, and it got off to a strong start. That's not too bad then. Next up, we have Petey Crockett in the back with Nick Flag. Nick Flag is furious after what happened last week. If you remember the episode yesterday, basically the newly formed network, the members Alex Rancid and the debuting Kip Sabian, attacked Nick Flag after he refused to join the network last week. And basically he's asking for Petey Crockett, what's he going to do about it? He's not happy about it. Petey Crockett looks at him and says basically, if you can find a partner, I'll give you a tag team match at the end of tonight. That's what we're going to do. Nick Flag has to go and find a partner, and we'll see who he picks later in the show. So this got a rating of 21, continues the show off on the right foot after that women's match to kick it off. Next up, we have another match. We have the Midlands Wrecking Crew, aka Johnny Rose and Bully Boy Carter, against the Billington Bulldogs, Mark and Tom. In a decent match, the Midlands Wrecking Crew defeat the Billington Bulldogs in 6 minutes and 37 seconds when Bully Boy Carter pinned Thomas Billington with a flatliner. Bully Boy gets a rating of 23, as does Thomas Billington. Johnny Rose gets a 21 and Mark Billington struggling a bit with a 19 in this one. Overall segment rating of 21, that's not too bad. The crowd is still hot for this show, so it's going decent. Here we go. Next up, we go to Phantasmo, who is at home training harder than he ever has before for his upcoming match next week with Mike Cash for the YouTube Championship. If you remember, they had a match a week or so ago. Phantasmo lost the match after Mike Cash cheated to win. Phantasmo is taking it seriously. He's training. He's usually a comedy character, but he's taking this serious. He really wants to do his best in this big title opportunity for him next week, and he is training. You see him running up steps, you see him running up a mountain, well, big hill, whatever you want to call it. You can picture it, the Rocky sort of training. He's giving everything, he's punching the bags, he's doing everything possible to get in the best performance and condition he can ahead of this match next week. That gets a segment rating of 15, not too bad, I suppose. Next up, we convert that to what Mike Cash is doing. You see him at the home. He's just sitting on his couch, letting everything fly at Phantasmo. He's calling him rubbish. He doesn't even need to train. He's got nothing to worry about. You just see him sitting down, having a drink, eating a snack. He's not worried whatsoever about this match next week, and he is not afraid to say it. Couldn't care less, basically. This gets a rating of 22, Mike Cash at home. And we go, I think, into the main event next, which is the tag team match. Nick Flag gets his former adversary, Foxcatcher, to help him in a match against Kip Sabian and Alex Rancid. In a decent match, Nick Flag and Foxcatcher defeats Kip Sabian and Alex Rancid in 9 minutes and 2 seconds when Nick Flag pins Alex Rancid with the defeat. That is a good way to end the show. We get a rating of 26 overall, thanks to Foxcatcher, who gets a 26 for himself, Nick Flag 25, Alex Rancid 17, pulling it down a bit, but Kip Sabian a 33. Another good performance from him, proving why we have him in AWA. Potential future face turn. Can I handle the changes yet? No, it's not time to turn yet for Nick Flag, but soon. He's working more with the faces, going up against the bad guys, and he's slowly coming around. He's beaten he's beaten a lot of people in recent weeks. He beat Chris Cage, obviously, in that series of matches he had. Finally putting in the performance without cheating, and eventually to beat him. So overall, Nick Flag is turning the fans on his side overall, week in, week out now. He's slowly more becoming a fan favourite, along and helping Foxcatcher coming with him as well, who's obviously a fan favourite already, is only going to help that. 26 rating for this anyway. That's really good to end the show. And that is an overall rating of 24, which is one of the highest we've had in the series so far, as you know. The show increases its popularity in 14 regions, which is pretty good. Continuing to grow the brand. That's all for this episode. So if you've enjoyed it, please like the video and subscribe so you don't miss another episode, and we'll be back tomorrow. So thank you for watching AWA.